I have played, this is South Breeze TPC Southwind, DPC South Breeze on GS Pro. The current stop, my first attempt at one of these events, so we'll see how it goes. I chose the Win Tour because I think it was had parameters around below 145 mile an hour ball speed with the driver, things like that, and that's kind of where I am. I'm usually around 139, maybe 141, but definitely under that 145 threshold. So I think it's going to be the right fit. We'll see. If it's not, I will definitely go, up to one of the other ones. I want to be fair and just competing where I should be. I just know I don't need to be at the pro or, the regular SGT or any of those. All right. There's the first hole, 371 yards. So I will hit driver. I want to check my aim point every time. I think I'm going to try to go kind of right at the corner just to guard against running through. Hopefully that doesn't penalize me too bad and I get over in the left rough, but we'll see. Get out of the fairway. There we go. That's honestly exactly what I was hoping for. Ball speed was 141, total length 244. That's kind of where I am. Now that one only carried like 212, 213. Ran for a long ways. I can fly at the 240 at times, but that takes a pretty good strike for me. So 118 uphill, 1.3 degree up, 1.5 degrees left. Pin's tucked way over on the right, so I don't think I'm going to aim. Yeah, I think I'm just going to hit a pitching wedge. See if I can get a pitching wedge there. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, pretty good pitching wedge, just kind of over the top of the flag. Gives me a chance at a birdie putt. Downhill left to right. I try to just putt them naturally, read them just like I would on the green and putt them. I don't typically on at least, maybe if it's a long putt, 50, 60, 70 feet, I will move the aim point because that helps a bunch. But gonna just try to putt this naturally with what I read and see how we do. Just missed it. I got a little too aggressive. Ran it out of the gimme zone. So now I've got this uphill one, right to left from just outside of 9 feet. Oh, come on. Hey, we're playing whack-a-mole now, back and forth. So that downhill it ran out farther than I thought, but then the uphill was extremely fast going back up the hill. Because I promise I'm just kind of tapping that putt. So, okay, let's just see if we can get in the circle and get on to the next hole. Wow. That is brutal. That is brutal. I got on here thinking, I've got a pretty decent chance at a par. And now I'm going to walk away with, an 8? That's crazy. A 7. 3 over on the first hole. Well, nice introduction to the Win Tour for me. Yeah, the greens definitely playing faster than what I've been accustomed to. So this is a par 4, 357. I'm going to try to aim more into the middle of the fairway. Put that last hole behind me and just drive on here. Let me know if you see this, and in the comments, if you're playing any of the SGT tours, what your experience is, which ones you enjoy, maybe suggestions where I ought to focus. Nice and straight, 245, 138 mile an hour ball speed. Okay, I think this is exactly what I just had on the last hole. I went to the pitching wedge. It's really a gap wedge yardage, but my gap wedge, it seems to go 100, just like my sand wedge. So I don't know what that is. Maybe just try to choke down just a little bit. Yeah, because 113 is all the way back. So okay, yeah, that was a good result there. Choking down and not taking a full swing on it really helped. Now let's see if I can ease the putting woes here. So I'm just outside of 6 feet. There's really nothing to it. Hopefully I can hit a straight, easy putt. Yeah, there we go, birdie. So I get one back there. Yeah, that helps. Going on to a par 5. 508 yards. Water is definitely not going to be an issue. There's no way I'll get down that far. So just going to try to hit the middle of this fairway. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. If the drive's good, I might have a chance to try to hit something up on there. Otherwise, I might just be laying up, but we'll see. Yeah, that felt low left. Got it on the heel. Yeah, ricochet around the tree. And there we are. So, I have really got to think about what I do next. Where's my aim point? Yeah, I don't know. That water scares me. I want to hit something just to get back into the fairway. Give myself a chance here. So I'm going to try a 6-iron. Should be about 170 minus the rough, about, maybe a 163, somewhere in there. Oh, caught that first tree, ricocheted into a hazard. So what are my options here? I can either, play it as it lies. What are my next options? Yeah. See if we can get it out of there. There we go. Kind of just a hit and hope situation there. So I've got 178, 152 to the front. I'm going to try to play kind of towards the middle of this green. See if I can get one up there. Same 6-iron. Should be about the same club. And I chunked it. Stay out of the water. Nope. Yeah, I will. What are my options? Yeah, I'm going to take my drop right there. From 63 yards. I didn't want to just turn around and drop it in that rough or deep rough, whatever it was there. It's just kind of silly. You're taking the drop anyhow. Why not move back a little bit and get it somewhere where you've got a better lie? That's where GS Pro knows exactly where that gimme line is and stops the ball just short all the time. So I've got 6 foot 5 inches here, not doing much. Yep, I pushed it. I felt myself push it. It rolled out. Stemp is, I always play on 10s. I don't know what they're set on, but they feel way faster than what I play on. Until you're trying to go back at the hole, and then of course it stops. So that was a +4 on that one. So +5 now through 3 holes. I did have, +6, excuse me. I did have the one birdie, so I'm +6. So got some work to do for sure. Take a 7-iron from 160. Use one of the little tees, tee it up. Yeah, the problem is if you miss a shot, make a bad shot, you just get into such a place. It's really at least for me, it's really difficult to recover from it. Play safe. I'm going to just go just a touch right of that. We'll see. Yeah, flew it just a little bit. It's a good strike, though. Okay, I got slightly downhill to the flag, 12.5 yards, left to right. I want to fly this about 8 yards, 9 yards maybe. Yeah, too much. I think I flew it probably about a yard or 2 more than I intended or wanted to. So there's that. Okay, and I'm going to putt this back up the hill left to right from about 13 feet. Yep. Okay, I need to stop the bleeding. That's 7 over. I'm assuming guys on this tour are 5, 6 under on these courses, but I'm not. I say that I am not really trying to compete at like that. I'm just wanting to kind of see the experience, see what it feels like, and see if it's something I want to do going forward. I think from a content creator perspective, it's a great opportunity to have just individual short form content to put out that should be interesting to people that are involved in this genre. So let's see if I can get one down the fairway. Come on, don't run out. Don't run out. Yeah. Going to be in that semi-rough. Not too bad, though. So 249 on that one. It did run out a little bit longer. Par 5, 229. Up. I am going to try to hit my hybrid. I think if I can get a hybrid at it, I might be able to land it there and run it on. We'll see. Nah, I didn't get enough of it. Clearly, just didn't get it up in the air. Holy crap. Yeah. I think you want more than 109 carry out of the hybrid. It's all right. No harm done. I was probably chipping on anyhow. Now I'm just 81 yards. Wind helping. I'm going to go with a lob wedge. See if I can get it up there. Spin back. Come on. Fight. There you go. Touch. Got the brakes just a little bit. Pretty good club. I think it was 81 yards, and I flew at 81.8. You know, I'm not too upset with shots like that. 21 feet, basically flat, right to left. See if I can get one down there close. Okay. Definitely not the worst putt I've made today, right? We've seen them. So that should get me a stroke back at least. Or no, that's a par. Yeah, sorry. Feels like a birdie when I finally par one. Par 4, 403. Looking at my aim point. Going to go kind of to the inside corner of that a little bit. My natural shot shape is straight to just a little bit of a fade. When I lose it, I tend to hit it high right. Not really a slice, just kind of block it up in the air. Or I will hit it on the heel, and that's a yank left, which we've already seen. Not the line I wanted. Be good. Be good. Oh, yeah, there. Hit that tree. Killed it. I was hoping to get through without hitting one of them. Okay. 148. Up through there. I'll try to aim like that. See if I can go through that gap and not hit this tree. I'm going to hit a 7-iron, try to play it back in my stance, keep it low, and just see if I can run something up there near the front of the green. Nope. Almost, apparently that other tree falls in that 90% air rule that you always hear about trees, because it looked to me like it went right through it. Okay, 88 yards, uphill. All the way back is 91. Shouldn't be a problem. I'm going to hit a lob wedge. Lies 0.7 up, 1 point right. Okay. I flew at 94, it says. Golly. Come on, hang on. Dang it. I'm going to putt that out of the collar. $15, 16, 17, 16 feet, something like that. Oh, I'm going to blast right through. Dang it. Yeah, definitely got to get better at the GS Pro putting. When we play, just making content, honestly, we play with a 10-foot circle. A little bit easier to deal with. This is a 6-foot circle, so I am apparently not capable of adjusting. Okay. I have the scorecard set to come up for 10 seconds just to kind of give a transition between each hole here. 403 yards, pretty straight away, just a long, skinny, narrow fairway. I got a little bit higher ball speed that time. I got 147. But that's good. That's right in the fairway. That's where I want to be. I am playing plain white tour balls at Pro V1X's with calculate mode on. I did not like types. It's weird. Types of readings I got with measurement. Driver was just barely 200 off the tee. 7-iron was 175 on a normal swing. So those numbers don't make sense to me. 230, 240-ish off the tee does. And my 7-iron goes 155. So when I switched to calculate with the white balls, those are basically the numbers that I started getting. Every now and then, so that one rolled out 270. But you look at the carry, 248. That's in line with what I'm expecting to do. I'm going to try a 9-iron. See if I can get it up there. 113 front, 139 back, pins at 133. And I got 138. Hopefully it. Nope, it's going to fly it. Dang it. Just not hitting my numbers. I mean, I said I'm not that good to be worried about, oh, I just missed my number. That's a good shot for me. It's just a little bit long. I'd have hoped I took a little bit off. I did not. So, anyhow, this is what it is. 10 yards, 7 yards to the green. Takes that big lunge forward. I don't know what it is with GS Pro about that. You'll see putts or chips land, they'll look slow, and all of a sudden they just rocket forward. 7 feet for par. Got that one. My hope is that by the time I get done with the round, hole 1 and hole 3, I'm just going to wish I had those back, but we'll see how it goes. This is 141 yards. Boy, that 9-iron I just hit would be amazing if I could just duplicate that number. We're at 136 front. I'm going to shrink the mini map real quick here. Come on. There it goes. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to see that back number. That back number is 156. So, yeah, that was a good shot. That was a good shot. That one, the full 9, the number was right. Okay. 22 feet for birdie. Back at me, not a lot into it. A little right to left at the hole. See if I can get it up there. Oh, come on. It was right there. Right there. Could have fallen in. Yeah, I ain't going to complain. No, it was a good putt. If I do that in real life, I'm not going to get upset either. Par and a par 3 like that. Okay, we're on the ninth, par 4, 403 yards. We'll play just a little right of their aim point. I'm not worried. I obviously won't hit it far enough to get to that water. So take advantage. Try to give myself a kind of a right side fairway shot into that pin that's tucked behind the edge of the water up there at the green. (142) ball speed. Find that left edge. Yeah, I got it left edge when I wanted right edge, but it was a good strike. What did that run out to? 59.5. So that's not bad. So 151 looks kind of middle. See if I can shrink the min map again. Yeah, I just want to see kind of where that aim point's really at. Okay, front right. I'm going to reset that, get it back on center. Okay, so I'm going to go at this with a 7-iron. My natural tendency, I hug it out to the right a little bit just to stay away from that water. If you're scared, say you're scared, right? It's all right. Okay. 13.3 yards, chipping it downhill, right to left onto the green. I am going to just, I'd like to play this out over there and just kind of chip it on. I need to go about 7 or 8 yards on, and get it onto the green by a yard or two. Yeah, it didn't take as much of the slope as I thought, but it did everything else that I was trying to do with the shot. So happy with that. Okay, 6'7", straight uphill, little touch left to right. Oh, come on! Wow, I barely tapped that ball. What is it doing? And again, it did that nice slow and then just launched forward. Wow. Yeah, now I'm scared to death, so I'm just tapping it up there. Oh, that's unfortunate. That was a good hole that I just let get away on the green. So that gets us through the front 9 here at DPC South Breeze, the Win Tour. My first foray into the Win Tour. Doing this content alone. TK, my partner, he'll pick up the Friday night live stream while I'm out of town this week. But yeah, not happy with a few holes there. Definitely learning to putt on the green settings for the Win Tour is something that I've got to figure out. Obviously not adjusting to it very well at this point. But we're going to keep on here, see if we can get treat the back 9 like it's a new 9, new course, new hole, new tournament, and see what I can do on the back 9. I'm 11 over on the front. Yeah, there was 2 or 3 holes there that were just abysmal. So I'm going to check my aim point. I want to go as far up that as I can. That's 230 up to the front. I think I'm going to try to hit a 3-wood. Driver, I clearly can't carry the hazard. But I don't want to risk, I don't want to risk running into it either. So I'm going to try a 3-wood. See what we can do. I popped it up. That's what I can do. That's a great sand wedge right there. That was a great sand wedge. Yeah. Wow. 275. See where the aim point is. Aiming at 107. We're going to hit a 3-wood off the deck, see if we can get it up somewhere else. Yeah. 1 degree up, 7.7 degrees right. A little bit right of my line, but moved the ball, got past the hazard. Give myself a chance at getting to the green on my third. 59 yards. I'm going to hit a sand wedge since I'm in the rough. I'm not going to hit all of it, but I'm going to try to get there. 53 to the front, so the pin's right on the front of this green. Oh, when I hit it, 72. Come on. Right over the flag. Great line, as they would say. Just no distance control. Downhill, hard left to right at the front, a little bit left to right all the way from 30 feet. Stop, 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 stop. Oh, you grievous thing. It's going to run out. Okay, 5'11", which is weird since it's a 6-foot circle, giving circle, but whatever. We won't quibble with that. Rolled that one in for a bogey. So I guess I could say, hey, a much better start than I had on the front nine, right? Yeah, Stimp's 11. I just saw it there. So this is Island Green, 115 front. It's like 133 back. I do like to shrink the mini map just to see the whole thing. Wow, pin's tucked on the very left. I am going to try to do myself a favor and play just a little bit right. And then I guess it's going to be a pitching wedge. I am playing with the Square Golf launch monitor. I don't know if I said that at the beginning or not. Again, I have it set to calculate instead of measure using just unmarked tour balls. I hit that a little chunky. Not going to carry. Dang it. Okay, and I'll go up to the drop zone. I do have a media cart on the way with an actual keyboard and mouse tray. It's just taking a little bit longer to get here. It should be here before the end of next week. Yeah, just have the box that the enclosure come in turned upside down using it right now. So we got 67 yards, 61 front, 69 or 79 to the back side. Gonna try to hit a lob wedge. And I may hit it too much. Yeah. That's frustrating. Yeah, I choked up and went like a 3/4 swing and still flew that over. 15 yards out of the sand. Need to carry it about 8 or 9 to get it there. Stop. Wow. I'm going to putt that. Try to stop some of the back and forth here if I can. 21 feet, not doing anything. Finally ended that. What is that, 9? An 8. Snowman. All right. All right, 12th hole, par 4, 324 yards. Aim point has me over there, kind of close to that bunker. I'm going to run it up just a little bit. I'd like to be about there. Yeah, that worked. 245 out of that, 134 mile an hour ball speed. Okay. 82 should be a gap wedge. We've demonstrated that I can hit at 82, even though I probably wouldn't try to otherwise. Yeah, I got the raw carry of 88 on that one. Sit, stop. The guy who putts as bad as I do, you would think I would try to get better at my wedges, but clearly I have not. 40 and a half feet. Uphill to flat. Left to right. Not doing a lot. So if I can just get it to 40 and a half feet, I should have a chance of getting something close. Yeah, got it in the circle. Oh, that's good enough. Got a par on that one. Par 4, 405. My aim point, I want to get up there. Give myself the best chance to get into this one. Below that 145 mile an hour ball speed number. I don't remember if there was like a average length of a drive that the Win Tour wanted you to be under. I remember seeing that 145 ball speed with the driver, but I don't know. We'll see. And if I have to, I mean, clearly I'm not at a skill level otherwise that it's going to be a real issue. But if I'm driving farther than what they want to see, then I'll certainly take that input and move to another tour. So 153 to the back. I'm going to hit an 8-iron. I don't want to mess with that bunker, so I'm going to go just a little bit left. Yeah, pretty good shot there. Oop. 16 feet. Just a touch downhill at the start, right to left. Got it that time. All right. A rare birdie. Whew. 5 to play. 14th par 3, 178. Well, they love to put water around all these par 3s, don't they? That's crazy. Okay. Give myself a little bit of a look at it. 178, 189. I'm going to have to move my aim point to this, catch a little bit more of the green. And then this ought to be a 6-iron. It'll work. So they have a seniors tour on the SGT. I didn't look through the month. No, I'll be 56 here in a couple of weeks, so maybe there's something there I could play. If you know, let me know. So this is 10.6 yards, so 32 feet. Downhill, right to left. Boy, do not want to get it past the hole here. Stop. See, golly. That's what I was worried about. Get it past the hole, it just runs. Okay. Back up at 12, 13 feet. Yeah, I pulled it. I felt myself pull that, and the line pulled too. That's my bad. That's terrible. I hate wasting decent shots off the tee box on putting, but that's the way golf works, right? Par 4, 353. There's a creek that runs down the middle. Oop. Using these little black plastic tees off Amazon. I always tell people when they ask, I think if you go search Amazon for black plastic tee, this is what comes up. They work pretty good. I have cracked several of them, so I probably need to refresh my supply. When I say I've cracked them, it's probably been TK. He hits the ball so much harder than I do, and I go straight at that dang creek. Dang it. Oh. So let's explore this. So I'll have 100 yards, dropping it. Let me just look at my options here. I think I'm going to drop there because I've got about a half degree up lie instead of, or it was, I think, trending down at the hole, or at the water, so it'd be harder to get it up. So 115.9, 116 yards out of the rough. I'm going to hit a pitching wedge. Pin is all the way back though. And I won't hit. I'll try not to hit a full pitching wedge. That's what I'll do. Choke down a little bit, limit my backswing. Oh, it caught the tree. Come on. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I've got to take my drop there. I'm pretty sure. What are my next options here? Yeah, I'll take that drop. Okay. I'm going to try to chip it up. I'm still going to use my pitching wedge to chip because I want to kind of hit it and let it run back there, I hope. Okay. (16'7", flat, left to right. Okay. 7 on that, and even plus 20. So I need to have a couple of good holes here to try to stay under 90. See if we can get off the tee box in good shape here on this one. This is like last tee shot or two have been a little errant. So. For me, as a very average golfer, I really have to focus on my setup, grip, get everything correct to try to hit drives that are straight. When I do it right, I usually get okay results. But it's just when I start to get tired or frustrated or whatever, I start losing track of the fundamental things like that and starts going haywire. Okay. This one I'm in the semi-rough, 224, trouble with 200. I think out of the semi-rough, I can hit a 3-wood and not get in much of an issue here. Get back there. Keep going. Just keep going. Yeah, that'd have been a nice. That'd have been a nice eagle right there. That would have made me feel better about everything. Right to left, fairly flat. from 8 feet. Got it. Got it in for... Oh, I got it in for an eagle. Yeah, that was my third one. Yeah, it would have been a gimme eagle. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So that gets it back to 18. So that means we do now have a prayer of staying under 90. That would just be something at this point. Let's see, check here where we want to be. $392. I can't even try to click. We played this the other day. My partner that I play with, TK, he cleared the hazard on his drive. I mean, I think he was about 2 yards over it. But I don't think I have any business trying to do that. So I'm going to try to hit a 3-wood, get it down there near the end of the landing area, and then have a long shot into the green, but at least have a shot into the green, hopefully. Yeah, hung it out to the right a little bit. It got a little turn to it. Yeah, it's going to be okay. Okay. It hung on. I think it had just enough right to left on it that it kind of held it there against it. So, yeah, I'll take that. That worked out great. 222. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So I got 172, 164 front. Again, checking that back number, 198 back. Okay. That's going to be a 6-iron, hopefully. I would like to see this in the air about 168. And I chunked it a little bit. Not going to get it there. Yeah, it's going to be just short. I hit it just that touch fat. Felt it immediately. One thing, and I may be all hitting mats, I don't know. Our hitting mat gives you instant feedback when you chunk one. You know it. There's no doubt about it. Okay, I need to chip this up close. 12.2 yards, right to left. I want to fly it about 7, maybe 8. Yeah. I didn't quite fly it as far as I wanted. So now I got to try to make a putt. And so as fast as that one is moving, I am going to aim just a touch right and see if I can use that. That may be something that's helpful on these faster greens for me. Nope. Got it out there just a little bit too much, so I take a bogey there. So now I need to get a par here for a 90. A birdie gets me under. 410 yard. One thing, when I signed up for the Win Tour here through SGT, I had wanted to do the qualifying, the Q school, but I couldn't find it available for me to sign up for. So I don't know if that only is open at certain times or what it is. But I really had hoped to do that. But if anybody knows the secret to getting that, let me know. And that's in the water. So much for 90. So much for 90. I'm going to shrink that mini map so I can see where this drop is really at. This drop is 11 yards off the box. Based on that, I think re-hitting is my best option. Because, yeah, that was just going to put me 11 yards ahead and in a place where I had no chance to really do anything. My editor will get pissed off at me if she keeps seeing this cursor out on the screen. So let me get that down out of the way. There we go. Oh, and then I towed it. Yeah, compensating for the pull that I just hit, I then towed that one. So it is what it is. I got to play it. .262. Okay, I'm aimed over here. Out of the rough. I'm going to try to hit a 5-iron. Make sure I get it up there past the corner of the pond. Okay, 93 into the pin. Pretty solid 9-iron or 5-iron. I figured it'd rough take a little bit more off of it. I got that 196. I'm expecting a 5-iron be 185, 190. So I don't know if that's considered a flyer, but I just expected more to come off of it coming out of the rough there. So 93, pin back at 98. Gonna hit a sand wedge. See if I can get it in there. Yeah, got it on, but I didn't get it back there. $37 feet, pretty flat, right to left. I'm going to try to aim it again just to see if that helps on a putt of this distance, and just see what I get. 37 feet, fairly flat. Yeah, didn't hit it hard enough to get it there. So I'll have to clean that up for whatever this is going to be. This is going to be a cleaning it up for a 7. Well, let's hope. No. Yeah. Didn't take the break at all. Or I didn't take the break. The putt did. I didn't. So that's a 94. Needed the par. Had a snowman instead. But that said, it's a great introduction to the Win Tour for me. My first time trying it. I will try again. I'll play the second round. I might record that for you as well. Hopefully we can see if there's a difference, a balance between the two. But anyhow, no, I enjoyed it. I hit a lot of good shots. Just clearly the putting and the chipping, the speed of those greens, I've got to adjust to that. But thank you all. Hope you enjoyed it.